Hello, today I want to share with you a new feature that will be going live tomorrow, which will be Friday the 21st of April. It's a new feature that allows you to run your catering menus through Cookaborough. This is something that a number of businesses that use the platform for their weekly meal menus have asked us to investigate. So we've got the first version of catering menus now enabled on Cookaborough. If you do catering and you want to do it through Cookaborough, the way it will work is you need to go over to settings and you'll need to turn it on. So the way you do that, you'll see catering over here as one of the tabs. Click on that. When you first come in, it will be in the off position. So you need to tick the box, and then you'll also need to tell the system what the minimum order amount is on a catering menu. You're able to override this at the menu creation level. So I've set it up as $1,000, but when I get to creating a menu, I can change that amount, but $1,000 will be my default amount. Now, once you've saved catering, what that does in your platform or in your dashboard, it triggers a few things that are new. So the first thing is in your recipes, you will now have, when I go into a recipe, a couple of things. I'm going to the mini American hot dog. The first thing is there is now a section over here called tags. And the way you use tags is you can create a tag. You see here I've created one catering. I've also created one called Christmas earlier. And what you do is, and to create a tag, I'll just go Easter. And you'll see here I can just add this as a new tag, and then it'll be one of the choice tags that I have to select from. What I'm doing here is whenever I create a recipe that is specifically for catering or can be used on a weekly menu or a catering menu, I'm going to add the catering tag, and that's going to make it very easy for me to filter and find the recipes that are for my catering menus. So that's the first thing to note. And you can use this in this tag feature, not just for catering, but in a number of different ways. The other thing that happens in your recipe when you've activated catering is that there is now in your sizes and pricing section, there is this box here or this section here, which is catering minimum quantity. And this is where you tell the system what the minimum number of units of an item that a customer can purchase. So in this case, with the mini hot dog, I'm selling one, and it's $8, but the minimum number of units that a customer can purchase is 4. And I'll show you how this presents on your menu in a few moments. So that's how that works. So let's go back over here into recipes. You'll see here that I've got all of my recipes that are catering, and I've added quite a few, and it's showing the tag here, catering. One thing I do want to show you is when you've got an item that is going to be on your weekly menus as well as a catering menu, but you're going to sell it in a different way, this is how you do that. So you'll see here that I've got a traditional lasagna. When I go into the traditional lasagna and I go down and we look at how I'm selling it, you'll see here I'm selling it as a small 2 serves for $25 and a large 4 serves for $40. So that's not the way I want to sell a lasagna on a catering menu. So what I did, I went into my traditional lasagna, I duplicated it, and it created this version here. I added catering to this version so that I know that this is the catering lasagna. And then I simply edited the size and prices. So rather than selling it as a small and a large, I'm selling this as a tray. The tray is 16 serves and it's $180. So what this means is I'm not going to be in a situation where I'm building a menu and I've got 2 lasagnas and I'm not sure which one is which in terms of, is it for my catering menu or is it for my weekly menu? So this is where the tag plays an important role in being able to identify which menu certain items are for. So the other thing that happens when you activate catering in your settings is not only does the recipe builder change, you will now also have a new section here called catering menus. So when you're creating your weekly meals menu, you still use menus up here. If you're creating a catering menu, you will go here. So I'll take you through this. You'll see here I've created a draft earlier. the menu builder for catering is very, very similar to your weekly meal menu builder, but there are a few key differences which I'll highlight now. First one is that the minimum order amount is coming through. So I changed this from $1,000 to $500 earlier. So this is where you can override the default amount at this level. Then what you can do is when you're building your menu, you will still have all of your recipes sitting over here, and here are the ones I've already put on the menu. This is where I can use the tag. You'll see here in filters, there is now a section for tags, and any tags that you create will show here, and you can then just select the one you want, apply it, and it'll now filter down and show you only the items that have that tag. So in this case, all of my catering items are already on the menu. These three are yet to be added, so I'll just add those. And the other thing to note with a catering menu is we've got this section here called menu visibility. If you are creating a catering menu and it is for a specific group, you will be able to select that group from the drop-down list here. So I have previously, I'll just remove that. You'll see here I'd created a group catering and I can add that. Alternatively, if you're creating a menu for a customer and it's a private menu, you might create them, or you would create them as a group. So Larissa here is a customer. I've created a menu for her for a special event. And also I'm going to make it private. So at the moment, what it means is that the notification will only go to Larissa. So that's the menu open email. But if I don't click this private box, anyone else that's coming to my page will be able to see the catering menu I created for Larissa. So there's two parts to this. First part is, who do you want the menu notification to go to? And do you want everyone who comes to your kitchen page to see your catering menu, or do you want to make it private? So in this case, it's a private menu for Larissa. So Larissa is the only one that will receive the menu notification, and she is the only one that will be able to have visibility on the menu. Notifications, the menu open email and the menu close email, they are defaulted to off for catering menus. So you will need to turn that on, and as you would normally create a menu open email. So that's how that works. I'll just save that as a draft. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to just minimize this window, and we're now looking at it from a customer perspective. So if actually very quickly, what I will do, we'll go back over here to catering menus. You'll see here at the moment, I've got three menus open. I've got this one, which is visible for all customers. I've got this one, the dinner party catering menu, and you'll see here that this one was for Larissa and it was made private. So just take note that this is the Mary Street dinner party catering menu. The third one that I've got open is the finger food catering menu. If we scroll down, that one is for the catering group and it's also private. So if we minimize this, back over here, you'll see I have visibility as a customer on the catering menu, and on the finger food catering menu, I cannot see the dinner party menu, and that was because that was for Larissa and it was made private. I can see these two because one of them was for everyone and the other one was for a group called catering, and I am a member of that group. So let me now take you into the catering menu, and what I'd like to show you is remembering back when we were building a recipe and we had the cater minimum quantity set. So the way that plays through is in my Thai chicken sticks with peanut sauce. You'll see here the minimum quantity is 5 and it's preset to 5. So as a customer, when I click minus, I can't reduce the number. It stays as 5. I can add 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but I can't make it less than 5. And then I can just add that to the cart. You'll see here that I've been in here earlier. So that is how that works. Let's have a look at another one. I think same thing, minimum quantity 5, and then I can add additional units to the cart. So that is how catering works. Just a very, very quick recap, because I know this has been a long video. You turn it on over here, activate, set the order minimum. In recipes, you can now start to use the catering or the tag feature, creating one called catering. Inside a catering or inside a recipe, you can set the catering minimum quantity. And then when you're building your catering menus, make sure that you're using the catering menu feature here. And then when you are building your catering menu, check that the minimum order is the amount that you want on that particular catering menu. Give consideration as to whether it is a menu that is for all customers or whether it's for a group. If it is for a group, do you want it to be a private group? This is a live menu, so I can't change it. And then you will also need to turn the menu open, email, and the closing on. They are defaulted to off. So this is the first part of catering menu. There's a few other features and functions that we will be releasing in the coming weeks and next couple of months. So we'll update you as they come to hand. If you do use the catering function and you need some assistance with it, or if you have any feedback or questions, please reach out. As you know, we get a lot of value from conversations with you and insights from what's working and what's not. So please jump in, set up your catering menus, give us a call if you need a hand and we'll help you with it, and look forward to hearing how it goes. Thank you.